Alright, so today we're replacing the Bank 2 Sensor 2 oxygen sensor in my 2002 IS300 here. Now, I was actually driving along, being easy on the vehicle like I normally do, and check engine light just popped up. So I hooked my scanner up to it, and it gave a P0161 code, Bank 2 S2 or B2 S2, which that's what it stands for. Anyways, to replace this doesn't appear to be too hard. What you're going to do, first of all, is get the vehicle up on a lift, or in this case we have ramps, and you're going to get under here. There's going to be this little cover here. You got this cover, by the way, this is the passenger side. You got this cover, and then you got kind of this frame rail here, unibody frame rail, and then you got this other cover here. I believe there is a 12 mil nut right there. Actually, I just pulled the entire cover off. I'll show you guys here. These right here, you have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. Looks like maybe even a fourth one right there. That may be probably already missing, if I'll be honest. Or actually, this might be it right here. Yeah, this is it right here. I've had this cover off before. Anyways, here's that. You're going to take that out. And then here is your O2 sensor. It goes into the Y pipe right here. You have a line that's going along underneath the cover here. And then it goes through the floorboard, and the connector for it actually lives under the passenger side seat. You could get to the connector. However, I believe to replace that O2 sensor, really just taking out the seat, or at least moving it forward, will make things a lot easier. And to do that, you have one bolt there, and then one over there, right there. They're underneath these little covers here. You just pull out on them. And these are 14 millimeter right there. Had some anti-seize on there. This seat has been out before. Back here. And let me confirm, this is a, yep, 14. And then you got two there underneath those little covers there. 4 bolts, and then you should be able to just kind of move the seat around here. It's probably stuck a little bit right here. Yeah, there we go. And you can see it is loose. So let's go and fold it forward. I'll show you guys the connector. I have the seat here kind of folded out of the way. I actually disconnected the seat, power control, I guess clip you'd call it here, connector, whatever. And also have the airbag one here that I just unclipped from there. You just depress those little tabs right there. I'm not gonna disconnect this one here for the airbag, because if you do that and then you reconnect it, you can risk blowing up the airbag here, and I don't want to do that, and I don't want to disconnect power because then my radio here is going to lose all of its settings. So I'm just going to leave it connected. That'll be totally safe. The connector actually goes under here. I'm going to pull this out. Simply pull out on it just like that. And then the connector is, you can kind of see it right there. I was just in here the other day because I was actually testing the wires here, the 2 black wires. Those are supposed to have continuity. That's for the heater circuit in the O2 sensor. Mine has no continuity right now, and the new one that I got, Genuine Denso, it does have continuity. So this one's clearly cooked. See, it kind of just goes along here and goes down there. Anyways, I'll probably have to get this carpet kind of probably out from underneath this trim panel here. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Anyways, there it is. Also got a ground there. Anyways, there it is. All right, so you don't need to pull up the carpet. You just need to kind of tug up on it here. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but underneath this kind of sound ending, heat, insulation, whatever, you can see the wire there. That's for the O2 sensor. And right there, goes through the floor, through a grommet, and then it goes down there to the Y pipe. So what you're going to do is you're going to need to push that grommet through the floor, like down towards the floor. Disconnect that, and then also get it off of the Y pipe. You might even find some change down here while you're at it. I didn't, at least yet, but anyways, there it is. All right, let's get under the vehicle here, and you can see I actually pushed through the connector and the grommet there. There is the hole going into the vehicle. That's the floor pan right there, and you can see it just goes along into the sensor here. So or not into the sensor, into the Y pipe here. So what you're going to do now, you're going to get your spark plug, or not spark plug, geez, your O2 sensor socket here. You're going to flip it over, and you're going to get it on there. And I actually just did this the other day. I actually got that crack loose. I wanted to make sure that it'll come out easy, and it did in my case, even with 200,000 miles. You might want to consider putting on some like PB Blaster or some sort of penetrating oil on there first for a couple days, just to hopefully get the threads freed up if you have any rust. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and get it out. All right, got the sensor out here. Right there, you can see it ain't looking too hot. But anyways, there it is. Threads on here look okay. Doesn't really matter how they look on here anyways. However, the Y pipe threads, they appear to be okay. Yeah, from what I can tell. They're a little bit dirty. I'll probably get a small wire brush in there and kind of clean up the threads. You can kind of see in there. There it is, pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna clean up them threads right there and go in and compare the old part to the new part. I'm gonna make sure it's the right one. Let's go and put it in. All right, comparing new to old here. Of course, here's the new, here's the old, and they look identical. They're both Denso OEMs, so they should be identical. Connector here, let's see here. Looks like it goes like that, and it appears to be identical. They're both 4-pin. Yep, they look the same, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. Also cleaned up the threads on the Y pipe, and they look very, very nice, so happy to see that. It also came with some Denso anti-seize right there. You bet I'm gonna use that. All right, here's the new sensor. I actually pushed the sensor portion through the grommet here from up top. I pushed it through, and then I seated that grommet there, and that's how it's supposed to look. So I'm gonna connect it here, right over there. And you know what, actually first I'm gonna go ahead and thread it into the Y pipe. I just want to make sure that thing threads in fine, which I'm sure it will, but let's go and put that in first. Here's the new sensor. Got it nice and tight, threaded in perfectly fine. I used that anti-seize, and I have plenty left over. You see it goes along here, and then there is the grommet there. It's fully seated from what I could tell. Yeah, it looks fine. So there it is. Now I'm probably going to connect it up top, put the seat back in, and put this all back together, and then I'll take it for, well, first I'll clear the codes, and then I'll take it for a test drive. Okay, cleared the code. Let's go in and start it. And right now, no check engine light. Perfect. You also want to go over there and make sure that you don't have any exhaust leaks or anything like that, which I don't believe I do. I don't hear anything. I'll go check though. All right, so there it was. How to replace the Bank 2 Sensor 2 oxygen sensor, and in my case, my O2 IS300. I believe the procedure for this will be the same throughout every first gen IS300, at least with the 2JZ. Overall, it was quite a simple job. Just take out the seat, 4 bolts, and then you go under there, take off that shield, and take out the O2 sensor. Pretty much, it's not a whole lot to it. Probably only took me like half an hour with filming. Luckily, mine came out with ease. You might have to use a torch on yours, or maybe even some penetrating fluid, but mine came out very easy without any hassle. However, I did soak it with PB Blaster a couple of days prior to taking it out. And as you can see here, the seat's all in. It's been actually, I believe, exactly a week since I put the sensor in here, and I've had absolutely no issues. Check engine light is off, and it seems to be running perfectly fine. So again, overall, not too hard of a job, and hopefully this tutorial helped you guys. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.